Guys, shop the store at www.versapparel.co. That's right, www.versapparel.co. Go to the store. My favorite shirt is the skeleton skating shirt in that light gray tee. And my second favorite shirt is the astronaut surfing shirt in the white tee, guys. And then also the yellow Verse shirt in the radical Verse sign in that mellow yellow. And also, guys, with every purchase you buy online at www.versapparel.co, you will get a free compilation CD. What is up, you guys? Thank you for listening and viewing the Verse podcast. We are on the road again with these recordings, guys. This is not our studio, as you can tell. We are here with another very special guest today. Actually, two very special guests today. As you know, every year there is a festival. I think it's called Bayville Fest, guys. Bayville Fest. So today we have Greg from Kash'd Out and Dan from Green Knuckle Material.
Woo, woo.
How you doing?
We're here.
What's going on, you guys?
Some background guests too that didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
We've got Brandon, our guitar player, who's very camera shy and too busy sports betting. And
great audio, man.
He can put more funds into the Bayville show.
He's trying to up the budget for the festival this year.
Yeah.
They've been gambling all week.
We've been in the studio all week, so we're actually in our studio space right now. Where we recorded some songs, but bet on even more sports.
Yeah. What sports you guys been betting on?
I think they bet on the Yankees a lot and lost this week. Women's basketball.
I think they still lost.
I think they still lost.
I didn't
Have you guys
participate.
wanted
I just
anything?
watched it go down.
I don't know too much about women's basketball. I gotta start paying attention more.
It's that March
I don't think
Madness.
they did either. I think they just went in, found the coolest name on the jersey.
Yeah.
That sounds like
This is the one to go to, guys.
No, my dad knew a bit about it. He just said she scores 35 points a game. I don't know who they bet on either. But
Yeah.
Beats me.
That's awesome. All right,
Dan
guys.
is also here, our singer, but he's on vocal rest. So he'll be on the podcast another episode, though.
Yep.
When he's off vocal rest.
Yeah, he's coming up very soon, sometime this month. So guys, wait for that. Check that out. That will be in studio. I think this will be our last one off studio for a while. Probably until Bayville.
That'll be,
that bad,
that'll be in
huh?
the inferior space.
Yeah. So let's talk about Bayville. So what's the lineup this year looking like? So we have Dan here who basically started Bayville Fest, as you know, from the other episodes that we had Dan on for the solo episode. We'll plug that in now. And so you have a very special lineup you're doing for Bayville this year.
Bayville actually started at this very house. We used
Yeah.
to do it in this backyard, if you could see in our backdrop. And then last year we moved it to B2. This year we have Tropidelic, The Expendables, Kash'd Out, Pacifier, your boys Green Knuckle Material, Kash'd Dill's back as the MC,
Yep.
DJ Head Trip back DJing, Bunktown Falls back from Long Island. We have a couple locals, Turtle Logic, and Surf Haven.
Yeah.
So rounding it out.
Yeah, it's a big lineup.
it's a well-balanced breakfast.
Yeah.
It's everything you need.
Yeah. Building up. Last year was big, but this is bigger, I think.
We're
Headliner
hoping.
base,
We're hoping
yeah.
and we're thinking. So.
Yeah.
You better show up.
Buy tickets now. You want to shout that out? Where they
You
can
heard
buy
it here
tickets?
from Greg.
Yeah.
Better show
Every
up.
time we come to New Jersey, it's a rager. It doesn't matter the venue, so I expect nothing less from Bayville Fest.
It's a Jersey thing, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's a Jersey thing.
You guys do go hard in like everything.
Yeah.
I went to get, I think we were getting breakfast, and we were getting bagels. Of course, also a Jersey thing, which you guys like seem to claim everything.
Obviously. That's pizza, too.
Yeah, pizza.
And hot dogs.
Yeah.
No labels on your water bottles. It's a Jersey thing. You
Yeah.
understand.
We get them right from the bay, guys. That's how it's.
Certified Bay water.
We don't know if it's clean. I have something floating in here a little bit, I think, but
You could fuel your car with that.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not
Gasoline
sure if
in
they
it.
dump the poop in the marina.
Yeah.
From the boats. So.
Yeah. We're actually in Bayville right now. I forgot to mention that.
I kind of alluded to it when I said it was started in this very house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it used to be just a backyard festival.
Yeah.
And then we took a shot in the dark, and I was like, let me see if Ballyhoo wants to do this. And then they said yes. I was like, well, I guess I can't do it in my backyard anymore.
Yeah.
So then we got Badfish and Ballyhoo last year, and we had to actually find a real venue.
Yeah, I was here for the last year you guys
Yeah,
had
you,
at
you
the
were here
house.
for 6, right?
Yeah.
We're on, what, 8 now?
Yeah.
That was a wet one.
Yeah, and they haven't all been music festivals. The Bayville 1 and 2 were just parties that we had at the house.
Mhm.
And those didn't go too well. So then we were like, let's try a music festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about 1 and 2. Those are
Yeah.
in the past.
Yeah. But
If you know, you know.
Yes, the past can.
I remember 6 when it was here. We were like, right before it started, it was raining and then it stopped, right? When it was starting. And we were like rushing, moving the tents around and everything.
And it rained a little bit last year, too.
Yeah. But it came out as really good weather.
Both years, good weather.
Yeah.
But that rain deterrent maybe deterred some people from coming out.
Yeah.
Hopefully not this year. Hopefully we get sunny skies. There's a
Whatever.
pool.
You guys got earthquakes now.
Yeah.
You can handle it.
We're
Bring
trying to
some
stay in
umbrella.
hip with California. They're like, bring the earthquakes here.
What was our second earthquake that we've had in my lifetime? So I remember the first one, which was actually, I think, 2011.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I was at like RA training in college, and the whole building shook, and everybody was freaking out except the director, because he's from San Diego. So he was like, "What's wrong?" He just thought it was normal.
Yeah, I didn't even feel the first one. That was like 2000. Yeah, like 2000.
Yeah, a lot of people said they didn't feel it. I think it was a lot more mild.
I felt him in California, and I woke up to this one. It still scared the shit out of me. I didn't know.
You thought my dad was running around.
Yeah, I thought it was a fire, and that Big Mike was running somewhere. But then I realized he would have been screaming. Either way, I mean, I didn't hear him at all, so I didn't think he was even awake. And then it was like a ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no way he moves that fast. And then we figured it out.
Yeah. I thought it was like my dryer downstairs like ran downstairs, or if like the water boiler was like about to explode or something.
I thought the roof was collapsing at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
it
kind
was
of what it
scary
sounded.
for a
That was
second.
my first thought, because I was, in bed looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, things were just shaking. You're just like, what the heck?
With earthquakes being said, let's start an earthquake at Bayville Fest, guys. Let's pack that house. Buy tickets now at Eventbrite.
Set off that Richter
Yeah.
scale.
Get the patio quaking.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to talk more about the festival?
Yeah, we got
Plans?
VIP tickets available. VIP tickets get you access to a swimming pool area, which is super nice. Access to the VIP parking lot, which is limited number capacity, but first come, first serve. But we should have a bunch of VIP parking available, and you get VIP entrance gates, and you get a little VIP swag package, which includes T-shirts from Verse,
Right. Yeah.
and then we might add in some more swag as it gets a little closer.
Yeah.
We might surprise some
Sponsors
people.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still
Get
looking
your
for
swag
sponsors.
in the
Yeah.
bag.
You get those sponsors pumping for this one.
Those VIP go fast too, right?
Yeah, they sold out in like 2 days last year, but we upped the number that we're selling this year, so they're not sold out yet. They're still available.
Yeah.
Get them while you can.
Yeah. And Bunktown Falls played last year, right? They were on
They
the
were
other
on
stage.
the deck stage last
Yeah.
year, and we've moved them to the main stage.
Yeah. I know they're hyped for that.
They're
I
moving
think.
on up. They're actually, if you're watching this and you're from Long Island
Yeah.
area, hit them up. They're doing a bus
Charter.
trip, so they're bringing out a bus. I think there's 50 spots. You get I think we're doing $100 for admission and the cost of the bus. So it's actually a little bit cheaper for admission if you go through their bus trip.
Oh, wow.
And you get a bus ride there. So you get to go there for the whole festival. You get a ride there, you get a ride back, and you get some Bunktown merch. So hit those guys up.
Yeah. That's cool
If
that
you're
they're
in that
doing
area and
that.
want to come out to Jersey, check out some awesome bands.
Yeah. There's a truck from Long Island, so that charter bus definitely helps. What else we got? Turtle Logic, Surf Haven played the 6th one.
They were
right?
Bayville 6.
Yeah.
They were country then. So they opened up Bayville 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they were a
brought them
different
back.
name.
Sometimes we bring people back.
Right.
But they're not country now?
No, their band name was country.
Oh,
Not their genre.
I was like, all right, they switched it up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for them.
They're like a surf I mean, you've heard them before, like a surf indie rock.
Yeah.
Really like chill beach vibes.
Yeah, they used to play with
Their
the
name
Haunted
was
a lot.
Country, so I guess it was like misleading.
Yeah.
Because you thought you were going to see like country.
Yeah.
And then you got surf rock. It's not the same thing.
They must have figured it out.
Yeah, so they went from country to Surf Haven.
Yeah. All right, yeah, guys. So definitely buy tickets at eventbrite.com. Bayville Fest, guys. That's right, Bayville Fest. And then also give a follow at Bayville Fest on Instagram, right, for updates to the festival.
We got to shout
Facebook.
out those other bands, though. Is that Tropodelic?
Yep.
And those are my boys.
Yeah, Tropodelics.
Yeah.
We have toured with them so many times because we love to tour with them. They're such a fun band, and it makes our show better because they got such a good show. And Expendables brought us on tour when we were like babies. So you guys know that song? Back there for two.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know DeVito knows it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Been on many a 311 cruise.
You just got back from one, right? Or no, Vegas.
Yeah, we were in Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas this year.
How'd that go?
Oh, that was amazing.
You went for the 311 day.
311 day. Yeah, we go every year.
And also Pacifier,
They're
Pacifier.
dope too.
so sick.
Yeah.
The sickest musicians in the biz.
Yeah.
For sure. They're I feel like they're a band's band. The people who really enjoy Pacifier are the ones who understand the musicianship behind it. Everybody can enjoy it, but I just feel like the ones who know. It's like, I know that I'm not capable of doing that. What you just did.
Actually, my first 311 cruise I went on, Tropodelic, Pacifier were both on it. I got the pleasure of seeing both of them multiple times, and they were freaking. Pacifier blew me out of the water when I first saw them. Like, whoa.
Dude, they can all play all the instruments.
Yeah.
So good.
And just like their style too, it's like a unique blend of like all different, like in my opinion, different genres. Like,
Oh, yeah.
but
I
like
love the
hanging
the
true to
hip-hop,
like yeah,
element of Tropodelic.
yeah, them too.
That's
yeah,
my favorite.
They were like parading around the boat with their instruments. It was like
Yeah,
really,
like
really
the,
cool.
Yeah.
The orchestra thing.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're at Bayville Fest, you're in for a treat with these guys. They have like a trombone and drum line they come out
Yeah.
with. It's pretty cool. I'll
Both of those bands, all the bands, even and Kosha too.
I mean, I had the pleasure of seeing
Wow.
you guys in Long Island that one time. You guys opened up for Badfish.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you came with me and
Yeah,
Kristen.
Oh,
yeah.
that was
yeah.
that show.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
hand out flyers.
Yep.
Yeah. We love Jersey.
Yeah. I love Jersey too. My
And-
favorite state.
And you said that Pacifier is playing See Here Now, right?
Yeah, they're playing See Here
Playing
Now
See
too.
Here Now. And so is
311,
311.
yeah.
311.
Yep.
And we
you
just
guys
saw
do-
311 when we did
did
East
a lot
Beer
of good
Fest
shows.
last year.
Yeah, we get the best shows here.
Yeah.
Some say we put on the best festival at Bayville Fest 8. Get your tickets now.
Yeah. Get them while they're hot, guys.
Yeah, it's
Because-
funny that we finally. So we've been trying to book a show at Tropodelic for years. We played with them at the Stanhope House like many
Oh, wow.
years ago. And then when we first headlined the Stone Pony, they were supposed to play with us. Like we had it all set up, and then they got added to like a big support tour. So they were like, "Well, we have to do this instead." And then we were supposed to do a festival. Like we were starting to do a festival out in PA at this place called Booby's Brewery. So it was actually Tropodelic. It was Tropodelic Pacifier.
Is that a Jersey thing too?
It's spelled Bubes.
I wonder how
Sure
that
it
name
is.
came about when they were thinking, wonder how we can name this place.
It's actually like a historical
I like
brewery.
Boobies.
It's like a big historical brewery out in
It better be.
Mount Hope, PA.
I want a
Like
T-shirt.
Boobies Brewery.
Dude, we got to get them as a sponsor.
So
What's going
it
on?
was supposed to be Pacifier, Tropodelic, and Ballyhoo headlining that festival,
Right.
and it was supposed to be the summer of 2020, and then everything closed down with the pandemic,
Oh.
and we were like, our big break ruined. But I think it was actually for the best because I think we were more prepared when we did it last year. And last year, a lot of the comments and compliments I got was that it was super well run and it was a really fun event. And we're trying to maintain that level of quality this year going in.
Yeah, people were having a blast last year. I mean, I was going up and down, but because I was mostly at the tent.
I was going everywhere.
Yeah.
I couldn't sing. I lost my voice.
Yeah.
So we actually had to cut a song from the set that I sing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, we're just not going to play this song. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do it.
You got new songs you're playing?
It's going to probably be all new songs.
It better be. We
Yeah.
got some bangers.
And Greg, you're here helping, right, with the writing? For that? You want to go into that a
I've
bit?
been writing and producing with these guys for a little while now.
I would say it's getting if you count Blue, it's probably getting close to a year.
Yeah.
Blue's a great song, man. I love that song.
It's one of my faves.
Yeah. The Madavi episode we didn't put on yet, but we'll put it on soon. Yeah, she was on that track.
We made that, and I was like, I want to do some more of this.
Yeah.
And we carved out the time. And last time I was here in this spot, we just made some magic and got to come and do it again. This time I brought my boy Josh, who is like a super talented engineer. He does all of our recordings, and it's been really rad to have him. He's not present at the moment. I think he's still sleeping.
Yeah, he's resting.
Oh wait, there's another person in the house?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's sleeping right now.
All right, guys, we're gonna cut to that footage. No, I'm kidding.
We'll cut to some footage of Josh in bed.
We just do like a CKY thing. Yeah. Do like a CKY prank.
Lotion everywhere.
Lotion everywhere.
Josh works with these like legendary artists, and he's just like a lot of like classic rock. So when we started getting more rock songs, I was like, we got to get this.
Slash. We worked with Slash regularly.
Oh wow.
In the studio.
Yeah,
like
really.
Wunderslausch?
Slash. He works for a guy who owns a studio and is a producer who produced the Make Yourself album for Incubus.
Oh wow.
So he's been telling us all about it all week. So apparently the guy's name is Mike, but everyone calls him Elvis because he kind of looks like Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know about him.
He's a real badass producer. And Josh, I knew since he was like a little kid recording in bedrooms. And then I hired him at my studio. And then he got that gig. And he just keeps getting more expensive. No, it's well worth it though. Like that's why. I mean, he just keeps racking up the credits on the sessions that he gets to be involved in, and he's learning a lot. He soaks it all up, and then he gets to use it on
used it all on
fries
us.
like us. Yeah.
Well, what your studio is based in California? Is that?
I do have a home studio in California.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
But that was in Florida. We were.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
He still lives in Orlando, and that's where my band is based out of.
Oh, okay.
So we record with him, and I had to bring him in on this project because there's no way. I'm sure these guys expect it to sound as good as my band does, so I gotta come correct.
How does it feel sitting in the writer's seat for another band?
Oh, I love it. That's my side hustle. It has been. I was doing that before I was in a band.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's how I started my band, was doing that for someone else, and they brought in a session guitarist who he kind of baited me actually because of Ballyhoo. So he was from Maryland, and Ballyhoo is from Maryland, and he knew that I had written some songs with them, and so he comes in on a totally different project, but starts playing these like beachy riffs, and I was like, do you have words for that? He goes, I can't write words for shit. I'm like, perfect. Let's start a band.
I can't write guitar for shit.
Yeah, I'm like, we can't play that thing, but together we can make something, and here we are 10 years later. But yeah, so I had that studio, and that's what I was doing before, so we just kept going up and up, and now I just keep doing that when I'm not on tour. But I leave for tour Monday. I just got off the tour like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Really?
You want to shout that out? Where you guys headed?
Back up here, actually. I got to fly to Florida to come back up this way. I think we start in Columbia, Maryland.
You want to just stay here?
No.
I'll pick you up.
No, I need to
Unwind.
No,
I need some nice weather.
What it's about is I have laundry on the bus that I need to do. I need to wash my bunk sheets. And,
Get one of those portable washers.
we stop once a week at like a laundromat.
Yeah.
But I can get ahead of it. We've got one day when I get home, which now I have to be in the studio doing some other stuff, and it's real tight. So that's why it's nice to like come up here for.
Yeah, that's why he smells.
Yeah, I showered.
You're like, I got a shower for this one.
There's cameras on there.
You got those shower cameras in here? What?
That's awesome. Yeah.
I got shower cameras.
Who are your main influences when you write usually? Bands and any songwriters you look up to?
It kind of depends on the instrumentals that turn out of it. For this, I'd say we're tapping into a lot of pop punk from Warped Tour, tour days.
Just had the Warped Tour band on the podcast.
I heard you talking about that earlier. You did Warped Tour a few times, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
So I wrote the songs with Ballyhoo, and then they got signed to Pepper's label, Law Records.
Yep.
And then I was like, you guys need somebody to be dishing out these CDs to people.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, we do, because we don't want to do that. No, they would help. But I had already done that. I had followed the Warped Tour before doing that for my own project years prior to that. That's like a whole mission. I could write a movie about that. But but I never got in. I was only singing to people outside of the gates. So when they were on the tour, I'm like, wait, so I'll have a laminate? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm in. And so I would just go around selling CDs for them on Warped Tour. And that's how I met Kash'd Dills too, because he was just jumping up on people's stage.
I didn't even know that. What time is this around?
This is 2012, I think we did in 20...
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to say 14 maybe.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah. When was the last one?
And now Kash'd Dills is
really
famous.
I'm
He's on
so
Wild 'N Out.
stoked to see him on the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just come.
Well, he's a Jersey guy
he
too.
He grinds harder than these are really grinding bands.
Yeah.
My band, Tropidelic, Expendables been at it for a year. Pacifier, those are road dogs. And then you put Kash'd Dills on here. I'm like, these are people who want it. So you're gonna get a great show.
Gonna get an amazing show.
Yeah.
We're all excited.
Yeah, I mean, you have these are heavy hitters for this one. There's a lot more. There was a lot more bands last year, but here Consolidated.
There was.
Oh, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, maybe the band names
there's
are just
more blue bands this year.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, more.
So last year it was just Ballyhoo and Badfish. We were in blue last year. We went to orange.
Yeah,
we downgraded our color to orange for the good of the festival.
So when back to Warped Tour, sorry, because I love Warped Tour.
What you got?
What bands did you look forward to when you went to Warped Tour, when you attend those shows?
Let's see. I really liked The Used.
Oh, I love The Used.
And I would say A Day to Remember always. Day
to Remember, yeah.
Killing it. They had the inflatables.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
The 20th anniversary.
They always stepped up the production. Falling in Reverse, too.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie.
Was the Veil on that Warped Tour?
I think so. It's hard for me to remember because there's 70 bands on each one. And I did 2 different years.
Devil Wears Prada.
I don't remember who was on which one,
there.
but I remember the ones that I saw. But a lot of it was heavy, hardcore stuff that I appreciated, but when you're listening to it all day long, very loudly and live too, so it doesn't sound like the recordings, and you're in the recording business, so you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
For a while, it kind of ruined live music for me for a little bit because I was in a live show all day long for 2 months. You kind of okay, I don't want to hear cymbals and screaming right now.
Yeah.
But an amazing experience for sure. But I look forward to those bands that I'm a singer, so the ones who had really good vocals and then the ones who didn't really stood out to me. And it was hard not to be because at that time, one year I didn't even have my band together, and then the next year I came correct and scored a record deal. But that's awesome. I was envious. I didn't want to be the merch guy selling CDs, but I was. But I did look forward to the fans. That's what I paid the most attention to because I had to target who I was gonna approach. Yeah, basically. And there's a lot of bands.
Anybody in a tank top. pretty much.
No, I would definitely like see which bands, because also Ballyhoo was not the common genre of the tour. It was a heavier tour.
Yeah, especially during that time of that decade, 2010 and up was like very hardcore.
And they didn't want CDs. This was when everybody was listening to stuff on YouTube.
And it was like Chiodos and like
Chiodos.
Yeah, Chiodos was one. Where were they? Like, well, Under Oath was like 2006, 2005.
That was more the time like We Came as Romans started coming out.
Yeah, We Came as Romans. Yeah, like the new generation.
Asking Alexandria,
Yeah,
All that
like
was
that.
hot at the time.
Yeah.
A lot of like Fearless Records bands and stuff.
Yeah. Like the last one I went to was the 20th at Atlantic City. That was Day to Remember headlined. Blink-182 without Tom was the first
Was that the one where Anthony Green went into the ocean?
Yeah. He ran to the ocean. Yeah. Oh, Samson's another one, man.
Crowd surfed into the ocean.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I was there for that. Yeah. I saw
He's my
that,
favorite
Yeah.
vocalist.
I snuck into VIP to see Day to Remember like up and close. No one was really paying attention, so got up there and got to see Day to Remember, which was nice.
Yeah, they're always great. I got to go to When We Were Young.
I'm going this year.
Nice.
How was it?
It was awesome. I mean, just to
That's
see.
the one in Vegas?
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
That's way too much money.
I mean, if you
I
make
know.
a trip out of it, it's totally worth it.
No,
As
don't-
somebody that goes to
I can
Vegas
see
every
my
other
wife
year,
looking
but
at me right now, like I want to go because she keeps
Because-
saying it. She's
because
giving me
this
a
year-
real dirty look.
Yeah, this year coming up, they're doing all like their hit albums, all the bands. This was different from this year.
I
Is
think
Mike Hem's on that again this year?
I don't think so. No.
it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
Because
I at least want to go like one time at least. to experience it.
I did experience a lot of like, because I kind of expect, I'm like, all right, a lot of these bands, A, aren't going to have the same members, B, they're way older and a lot
Yeah.
more tired.
Yeah,
Then
like
when I
Census
see
Fail
them
is just
last-
Buddy now.
And there was some of that, but the ones that really, Paramore, so good.
Dude, I saw Paramore. There used to be a local spot in Randolph, New Jersey, by where you live in Dover. It was called Obsessions. And it was, you remember Halifax back in the day? They were signed by Drive Thru. They were playing a show they were headlining, and Paramore wasn't even anything yet. They were just like a local band. And she went on stage. She was probably, I think they were like the third band out of 5 to go up. And then when she went up, no one was really used to seeing like a female lead singer, and everyone left to go to buy merch.
God,
and then
that's
now
so
they like,
terrible.
yeah,
Right?
now they won just like, you know, they just won an award for the Grammys, which is crazy. You just never know.
I believe it.
Yeah.
They deserve all the awards. That's another band that's just been,
Yeah.
I mean, crushing it back then, crushing
Yeah.
it now, only on a bigger level. And they were just such a good show. Them and A Day to Remember, Jimmy Eat World, basically
Jimmy Eat World
the
is-
headliners
yeah.
of the 9. The other ones were really cool to see. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just talking shit. But you know, the most interesting part was everybody taking advantage of this revival of the scene, because they'd be like, all right, we got an album coming out, we're going on tour. Everybody was like, oh, gotta
They
check
tried
out our
to
album.
bring back
Yeah.
Warped Tour last year again to Jersey, and then it was
Oh, Bamboozle.
Bamboozle,
Yeah.
which was like, was it the same company that did Warped Tour or no?
No,
No,
I think it's
no.
different.
I know
it wasn't even the same company that did Bamboozle originally.
Yeah.
No, that's why.
because I talked to someone, I forget who it was. It was a girl that was in AC Beer Fest. And she said that basically the person that ran Bamboozle just like burned all their bridges with like all like the artists from back.
Yeah, I
in the
remember
day.
you telling me that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And,
that was a
uh,
great festival.
yeah.
too.
It
We
was
used to
a
do that at the
blast.
Meadowlands.
Yeah, right in the
Meadowlands,
parking lot over
Parking
there.
lot. Those.
But I
were
think
the
Warped Tour
days.
is ran by
They
what's his
were.
name? Kevin.
Kevin Lyman.
Yeah, Kevin Lyman, and he does When We Were Young, right? I think.
I don't know if he's involved.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I can't.
I did hear
have no
that
idea.
too.
Yeah, that's
You
what
would
I think
think.
they were able
Yeah.
to get.
Maybe one might assume, but could be wrong. He could
Yeah,
I mean, the very last Warped Tour was right here in New Jersey.
yeah, Atlantic City.
They call it the music capital of the world,
Yeah,
New Jersey.
Facts.
So I love being on the lawn at
Yeah.
PNC.
Seats are the worst thing to ever happen to concerts.
Yeah.
I don't mind it if it's like a stadium show or like a arena show. Like I saw My Chem, we had seats. You stand the whole time, but
yeah.
Well, at
It's
least
kind of unavoidable.
in the
There's seats.
It's like in stadium
Yeah.
seating, it kind of goes up.
Yeah, so you could, like, see.
See.
Move and
Yeah.
see.
But there's nothing more boring than a crowd sitting
I
down.
know.
Amphitheater.
It just sucks. As a performer, it sucks your energy It's like, you want me to
wanna
play
move
a sit-down
around.
show? Because
Yeah.
I'll play a sit-down show.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot for me to jump up and down. I'm like 200 pounds. To move the way we do it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of wear and tear on your body.
Yeah. If I'm only here for like 30 minutes, you can stand up.
Yeah, that's probably why they stopped Warped.
I get this
all the
one,
older
like-
crowd can't even march
At
anymore.
Warped was cool. They had a I forget what they called it. It was like for the parents. It was like a tent for the parents. You go in there and they had like fans. And they were trying to make it comfortable.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be pretty soon.
Yeah, but the parents didn't want to hear the music. They were
Yeah.
just taking their kids there. So
Had their own little bar.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's actually what I'm doing for when we were young is the VIP. Just because
That's why-
it looks
that's why
so
those
crowded.
VIPs
It's
make
crowded,
so
right?
much money now.
When we were young, you gotta like fight to get in there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It looks like it's packed.
It is packed, but the space is huge.
Yeah.
And it was big enough to where they had multiple stages and enough PA to where it wouldn't really like bleed into each other too bad. But and they had enough vendors to where you didn't have to wait in line too long.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah.
That's
great.
But it is packed. There's
That's what
a lot of people.
I feel like as the
And with
average
that
concert
lineup.
goer gets older, the VIPs are making more and more money because people don't want to stand in a crowd anymore.
Yeah, I get
It's a
nervous.
young man's game.
Yeah, I get nervous
It's a young
because when I
man's game.
saw Foo Fighters at Bamboozle, like one of the last ones we went together. Oh my god, it was my chem and they had those audio issues, which they didn't sound good.
Yeah, that was right. That was the last show they played before they took a break.
Yeah.
Flickr.
And then I remember we got there. We went to the main stage right after My Chemical Romance to wait for Foo Fighters. So right in the front, we weren't even paying attention.
Didn't Blink
We were
play
looking
that
at
year
the
too?
stage. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Maybe Bon Jovi, I think, was
Yeah,
the
okay, that's-
We don't talk
the-
about Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
We leave his name out of our podcast.
Yeah, I know. After what happened,
You
to
said
me.
you said the word. Say it two more times. See
I
what
took a
happens.
big crap at the John Bon Jovi rest stop on the way here.
He's got a rest stop.
Yeah.
It's a Jersey thing. It's a Jersey thing.
Yeah.
If we every time we drive by it, my dad gets pissed off.
The rest stops have names of all celebrities that lived here.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they had what makes it worse is they have like a hologram. of him
I just
now.
kind of get out of
Do
the
they
bus.
really?
Yeah, they have like a
don't pay
hologram
attention.
box.
Yeah, they
One of
do.
those boxes, and he's just standing there.
Stand there trying to get you over here. Nobody wants to walk
A
by.
picture of John Bon Jovi, and you have to look at him while you shit.
Did you forget the wipe?
Yeah.
In our bus, we have Camille Caustic. Is that her name? It's like a Sports Illustrated model.
Oh yeah.
Hologram?
No, it's like two posters.
You steal it.
It was the only like
Comes with
chick
me.
poster we could find at Walmart.
At Walmart.
It's a little bland. We need to spice it up a little bit.
There it is. I like it.
That's
You don't
what
want a
we
John
went
Bon Jovi poster while you poop? Must be a
with.
Jersey thing.
No, we don't poop on the bus.
Oh, I
That's
remember.
the only,
I know. I
You
heard
never
that's
saw the movie
rule,
Grind?
The
right?
only decorations are two Camille Caustic posters, and then like if you're just staring at the toilet, I had this little wooden plaque made, and it says, if you sprinkle when you tinkle, wipe it up. If you poop on this bus, you will be cut. It's got a little knife.
Has anyone ever pooped on the bus?
Yes, but not in the toilet. You got to do what's called a hot bag. I don't know if you want to take this in
we don't
this
need to go.
direction.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
There's methods to it.
We're good.
Yeah, but it's
Next topic,
it,
Kev.
it may or may not have happened twice, not to me.
So Bruce Springsteen is here now.
Yeah, see here now, Bruce.
Speaking of
Springsteen.
hot bags, Bon Jovi.
I'm actually curious, like how that show's gonna end up with him there. It's
See here,
gonna
I
be
think it's
crazy.
gonna sell
Yeah.
exponentially.
Bruce
Because I think a lot of older folks will go to see Bruce.
on the beach.
Yeah,
You can't beat
Bruce
that.
on the beach Sunday. I mean, I'm not gonna go.
Down,
I have no interest in seeing Bruce Springsteen live.
I mean, the other bands, Gaslight Anthem.
I do love Gaslight.
Yeah, they're good.
I seen them at the summer stage.
It's at a
It was
Rutgers
electric.
band.
Yeah,
They used
were
to
a
play
Rutgers
at
band.
Court Tavern a lot.
I think
I think Thursday was a Rutgers band. My
Midtown.
Cam was a Rutgers band. Midtown. They all played Rutgers. We played Rutgers.
Yeah.
So obviously we're just as big as those bands.
Yeah, come on, guys. That's what we're doing, Bayville. Next
81
Warped Tour,
Rich.
guys. We're building to be the next Warped
They had
Tour.
70 bands. You have
Yeah.
7.
We're just gonna add a 0 to the end of it.
We got 7 bands, a DJ, and a rapper.
Yeah.
I think that covers all the bases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Warped Tour is
You
just
got a
like
toucan.
It's Disney World.
Commitment. Yeah,
I'm literally
it's
coming because of the
Disney
toucan.
World.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like going to Disney
Yeah,
World.
you like look. Remember the big inflatable they used to
It's a
have,
circus.
like all like
It
the.
literally is a traveling
Yeah,
circus.
you're like, who do I want to see today? Okay, they used and Say and playing at the same time.
They would change the set times every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't like you didn't know what the set times were until you got in, and then they had them posted up.
If you partied like super hard the night before, and Kevin Lyman saw it, he'd make you play first.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
It's not like you're not allowed to party, but it's
Dan?
you could tell. Like if somebody got like
starts running stuff
super
like that.
sloppy,
Party, you go first.
he would take note.
Damn.
Just keep you on your toes,
Yeah.
Touche.
You gotta be professional.
Still a business.
I snuck backstage the one in Englishtown. No, this was years ago. This had to be like 2010 or 9, and they kicked me out twice. My friend snuck back there, and then I think All Time Low was coming off the main stage, and they had the drummer like wheeling the cart in the backstage. So I just huddled like behind it and snuck inside, and then they asked for our wristbands, and then they kicked me out. I took off my shirt. Thought they wouldn't notice.
Did you
me.
think you were going to seduce them?
I was also drinking.
Show me your
thinking
wristband.
They
What
wouldn't.
about now?
Thinking they wouldn't. So I took my shirt off. The guy just grabs me by my neck, kicks me out, and then I snuck. I saw the Monster Energy drink girls leaving, and I'm like, "Are you girls leaving?" And then they just ripped their wristbands off. Then we put gum on it, and then we just went back in, and then played beer pong.
Maybe that's what we'll get as a
under oath.
sponsor, an energy drink.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go for like Prime Energy, like Logan Paul's energy drink company.
Yeah. Prime would be sick.
He's got a ton of money. He might sponsor us.
Do an exclusive
Logan
Prime
Paul, if
Bayville
you're out
water.
there.
I didn't know that was his thing, and now that new South Park just makes so much sense to me now.
I haven't seen any of the new episodes.
Yeah, I haven't
so
seen
gotta
them
watch
either.
it. I love
You gotta
South
catch
Park,
that
man.
one.
Wait, so you just found out as I said that
Yes.
Prime Energy was Logan Paul?
I didn't know that either.
Really?
Go
Yeah.
figure.
He's very vocal about it.
Well, I
Not a
don't
big
pay
Logan
attention to it.
Logan Paul
Logan
fan.
Paul?
No.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I definitely know
He's
who
already
he is.
he knows it. He's being
I'm excited to see Jake get his ass
foreshadowed
beat by
Jake, yeah.
I don't
Mike
think
Tyson.
he's being foreshadowed by Jake. I think he overshadows Jake.
I don't really follow him.
I think they
either.
both have like two separate careers where they're just both successful.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Logan Paul has WWE, and then Jake has his boxing
boxing.
career. You know.
They're both doing way better than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're both like
I don't
millionaires.
have an energy drink that South Park's making fun of.
Can't hate on
Yeah.
a hustler, you know?
We got to get them to make fun of Bayville Fest somehow. We got to get on South Park with that.
I could write a letter,
Yeah.
write about a toucan.
I think you'd have to get their attention by using their tactics.
I think writing the letter in general will
Yeah.
get their attention. Mail it the old fashioned way.
Yeah.
But again, Logan Paul, when you're watching this, because I know you watch Verse podcast,
Yeah.
reach out. We're looking for sponsors.
Get on the show.
I think you could probably get Jake Paul to fight.
You heard it here first. Jake Paul versus the
Yeah.
Expendables live at Bayville Fest.
Yeah. It's so funny.
I hope he doesn't show up for that.
No, you-
You sure
I
they're
feel so
boxing
bad.
gloves?
Expendables have no idea this is happening.
They're like, oh, what the hell?
see who they can take.
Well, I guess we're doing this now, right?
That's awesome. That's great. Bayville Fest, B2 Bistro and Bar. I'm going to shout out the address, 125 Bayville Ave, Bayville, New Jersey, guys. June 22nd, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., guys. It's going to be a big show. I'm excited for it.
Not a lot of creativity in naming things. Bayville Fest on Bayville Ave.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep it up.
Bayville, New Jersey.
When you told me, I was like, "Where's the house at?" You're like, "It's in Bayville." I thought that was like a name you made up.
It's in Bayville.
Yeah,
It's not. I mean, I live in Ocean Beach, which is just as bad, I guess. Not the Bayville's bad.
The Ville makes it.
I thought it was like a slang thing for some bay that you lived.
Like a bay, like a town.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was actually
like a
called.
frickin'.
It is, I think it kind of is, but it isn't. Like, it's actually, the town is Bayville, but it's in Berkeley Township. So it's like, New Jersey's a little weird. Like, sometimes they have townships with little towns in them. So, like,
villages.
Yeah, like there's like Wanacue, and there's Haskell, which is a little town ship or town in the township of Wanacue. It's the same thing with, like, we're in Bayville, which is part of Berkeley Township.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little...
And they all go to, like, regional schools.
What is all the thing that throws me out? The townships and parishes and what happens is just cities.
Yeah.
Well, you're not big enough to be a city.
Is there's a difference?
It's defined by like population.
Yeah,
I think
there has to be a certain amount of like
But
garbage.
Ocean City's not that big.
Pollution be a city.
Ocean City?
Well, just like I just mean like
Ocean City's really nice, actually.
it's just referring to. So I see it on the side of like cop cars. I'm always looking out for the cops. You know? I don't trust them.
We saw Berkeley Township on the way here.
Yeah, we did.
That's the Bayville's place.
But yeah, like and it always makes me go, okay, are they more strict because this is a township or parish?
Yeah.
You know,
What's a parish?
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
No, never heard of it before.
Like
Somebody
I
in the
think they
comment
have them
section.
in Texas.
It's like an Ocean Grove, like a religious town or something.
I feel like we
I
have to have a
never know.
parish in New Jersey, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Comment section.
Yeah.
Help
What
us
is
out.
it?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
That's awesome.
So this new music you guys are writing, you said it was influenced by pop punk.
Yes.
Is there any
Not
like
intentionally?
Yeah.
But somehow.
I'm excited to hear it. Man.
is there any like
If that-
specific influence that you guys got out of it? Anybody like?
There's one song where I'm just like, this is definitely a day to remember without the screaming.
Mhm.
Okay.
And see, I haven't heard that. Even though
That's
I
what
was
I'm
a part of it,
about,
I was
yeah.
there. But I guess I could hear. Yeah, it's really just there's a lot of pop influence too. So
Yeah, anytime you
pop
involve
and
Dan
pop.
in anything, it's gonna
And
have
me.
pop influence.
Yeah, he has a
Yeah,
very
and Greg
pop
is a pop
voice.
guy too.
Yeah, I like to pop things up. It's kind of my shtick.
Yeah, that's why we're a match made in heaven, because Dan and Greg just love pop.
He's got the voice that I wish I had for pop. And we were arguing about it last night.
Give me your voice.
He's like, your voice is good. I was like, no, your voice is good.
That doesn't really sound like an argument to me.
You're better.
You're the best,
Well,
man.
because he was
That's
trying
it.
to, I was gassing him up because there's some techniques that he wants to do in recording, and I'm like, yeah, you could do that, but like also let your voice shine, you know? Like he just was trying to give him some confidence, and I wasn't lying. He's got a great voice and these great tones that I don't have for pop. Otherwise, I would have been a pop star. I also can't dance, so there's that.
He can dance. Dan can dance.
If he wants to.
That wasn't like a reference to Dan's dancing, but
But I'm going to shamelessly plug.
About it,
He can dance. Yeah, the man can cut a rug.
Yeah.
Well, so when you say you like pop, what kind of pop? Like, artists are you into?
I like so. Early on, I learned that you had to, if you wanted to, and it's since changed because I came up in a different time. But if you wanted to make it, you needed to get a record deal and get some marketing behind you. And so I got really obsessed with like whatever's charting, you know. So I got into a lot of. I mean, when Katy Perry was hot. Actually, I was on the.
She's still hot.
tour. Well, yes, hot.
Are we talking about her music or?
Either, but
I just saw her picture with Jared Leto.
and she was on.
She's dating Jared
Jared
Leto.
Leto, he's hot too.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Facts.
So I'm out there selling CDs, and I see this big white Katy Perry bus, and at the time I think we were in a Sprinter with 9 dudes, so. I'm like,
Get me on that bus.
and then I learned it was like her first tour, and then she just shot up. And
Imagine that's your first tour.
yeah,
just
they
on
did
a
that
bus.
just to be like, all right, if you can handle this,
Yeah.
you can handle pretty much any.
Yeah, she kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She did.
All of a sudden, there was Katy Perry. And
There was,
like,
I
guess
remember when
she's
she
been
first
around a
came
while,
out, there was
but-
like controversy because it was that song, I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Yeah.
That
song
was
became
shock
like
value.
Yeah.
And that's what
she
she
blew
I
up.
was like,
Songs, yeah.
man. And then those songwriters, you know, she was writing with like Max Martin and, you know, just top of the line people. And she was a good songwriter herself too.
Oh, really?
So,
I
like,
didn't know that.
Or is. I shouldn't say
Yeah.
was, like she's not here anymore.
Rest in peace, Katie.
Just in that time. I feel like she's not having the moment that she's had.
No, yeah.
Before.
Nobody can have that
over
moment with
it.
Taylor Swift around, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that she's
Yeah.
trying
and
to.
even that, and Taylor Swift, I don't listen to a lot of her, but I know that her songs are good. You know, she wouldn't be there without it. But just songwriting in general, and pop, and I wanted to like. I also like. I did a lot of poetry in school, not on purpose, not like because I'm all artsy and like shit. The only books I read were like Dr. Seuss. You know, so,
And that was his senior year. of high school.
Can't blame the guy, right?
Yeah. No, I actually had when my kid was born, he's 12 now. But somebody had given us a Dr. Seuss book. It was Oh, the Places You'll Go.
Oh, yeah.
And I started reading it, and then I had this epiphany. I was like, oh, that's why I do this. I'm so into words and lyrics and melodies and poetry because I've not read any other books since I was a little kid. And
What
the only
happens
ones
when
that-
you've only
only
read
ones that
Dr.
stuck
Seuss?
were the ones that rhymed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so I got really into the way things rhyme, and pop music is really what allows that. Other genres are cool and Warped Tour, and you still have to rhyme, but like not as much.
Yeah.
And 90s R&B was a big.
Oh, I love
You
90s.
can't go wrong with
R&B.
90s R&B.
All my life.
Baby,
I
baby.
won't
Yeah,
lie.
Genuine.
Why did we both think of this?
Casey and JoJo.
I think we got to get a
I
track
think the
for
last, time
Bayville.
the last time I was on the podcast, we put it on the playlist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
That
wanna
Boys to
know
Men's
what
another one.
turns you on.
Let's not wait till the water.
Every year for Valentine's Day, I like get flowers and balloons and stuff for my wife, and I'll put it in the foyer in our house,
Yeah.
and then I'll play that on the speaker. When
Wait,
she
which
walks
song?
in. Oh,
Oh, yeah. Casey
Damn,
and
what a
JoJo were
romantic.
great. Yeah. Tell me it's real.
And then
I'll
she
go
goes,
crazy, 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 just thinking about
Nobody's
you
wearing
"This is Mr.
lately.
Ravenda."
Oh, yeah,
Gift
yeah.
from my wife.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have my ring on because I always wear my ring. I never go anywhere without it.
I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to see this. So let's
Taken,
put this-
guys, taken. Off the
I
mark.
That's
don't
right,
ever go
ladies.
anywhere without my wedding ring.
I've been
For
hitting
my
on him,
wife.
and he's just pushing me away.
Damn. That's how you know
Can't
it's
wait, Greg.
serious.
I'm married.
That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, 90s R&B is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, music in the 90s is really something else. Even when you go to like the pop, like boy band groups.
Yeah,
And
and
stuff.
all that was acceptable, and they weren't making fun of it necessarily.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, "Oh, this is actually a really catchy tune," and now you put it on at a party, and people go ham.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
When I want you back.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
My brother's 6 years older than me, and I used to drive around with him. He'd be listening to like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, and we'd be blasting it. And then he'd like see someone he'd know on the street, and he'd just turn the music down. He's like, "Quick, put in the Linkin Park CD."
But
yeah, like,
I'm
I
not
grew
ashamed.
up on that.
I owned the Millennium album.
Yeah, that was a good album.
I grew up on NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, like, because I had a little sister, so like she
Yeah.
was into it, and my brother was like closetly into it.
Yeah.
One of my first CDs was Mariah Carey,
Okay.
Dream, I think.
Oh, is that the one where she's wearing, I don't know,
Her hair's all spread out. In
Yeah.
front cover.
is that
Yeah,
like a
I got you.
rainbow?
It's in this
Tank
album
top?
I don't remember
Yeah,
the
it is.
rainbow. It was black and white.
Do love
Oh, the
Mariah.
black and white one. Okay.
Yeah, how can you not?
Yeah, but I mean, dude, even that just like when was it Fantasy
Yeah.
comes on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Beanie,
Yeah.
beanie. Dude, you can't. I mean, you're chicken necking, dude.
Walk around every night.
Oh, there's Brandon.
Yeah. Even her
He's a little hoarse right now.
even her collab with Boys to Men, that's for like an everlasting song. What's that song she did?
Yeah, all that stuff is timeless.
Boys
You
to
put
Men.
it on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
and it's great, and that's
You
So
get a
we're
feel
trying to
of it.
create
do,
timeless classics.
Like even like you said with the boy bands, like in sync, you put that on, you're just automatically in a good mood. Like you blast it. It's
And
like
if you're not because of that, then you just got some internal.
If we
problems.
play that in like a club or something, people just like
yeah,
they're automatically singing along.
yeah,
It's like a timeless classic.
yeah.
So you think we'll be hearing some of that at Bayville?
No,
Dude, you should have boy bands like that music play while people are setting up.
I
It's
could
like,
talk to the DJ.
Yeah,
He did do
because
My
that.
sound guy's not
that
gonna play it.
That's what I'm saying.
But
when you
He'll
scream
do
in
it.
my name, all right.
I think he wasn't he playing stuff like that last year at some point.
I can't remember.
I'll never forget. I went to go see, I think it was Story of the Year at like Hammerstein
show.
years ago. Like I would say like early 2000s.
I just saw them the other month. Yeah,
They're amazing. And I remember they're doing stage set up for like one of the opening bands, and they have frickin' Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On" playing,
We
and
walked
the
out to that once.
whole crowd just erupts in the song. It was frickin' like amazing. It was such a great experience.
We walked out to that when we headlined the Stone Pony, and then when we did Asbury Lanes, we walked out to what was the "You Are My Fire"?
Yeah, I Want It That Way.
I wanted, yeah, because we were wearing all white,
Yep.
so we were like, I guess we're the Backstreet Boys now.
yeah,
That was a short-lived.
That reminds me of the
we did that.
Point View show.
Yeah,
We dressed up all white and we covered that song. Back
you have
in
to.
there.
If you're gonna wear all white, you have to.
Yeah.
Nod the Backstreet Boys.
I remember I was like, I'm not doing that. I remember I told Matt that. I'm like, I am not wearing all white. And then he goes, no, you're wearing all white. And then like he just bought it. And I was like, I'll wear it.
my band does that to me all the time. They're like, they made me jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Wait, they made you jump out of the plane?
Yeah. Well, because
That's a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
more
intense.
severe than you're gonna wear white.
I chose to do it, and it was a
He's
bad
like,
experience.
I've
I can
gotta
only
do
imagine not wanting to
stupid
do
shit
it.
like that, like jump out of a plane,
Yeah.
we have a song called
kidnap the president.
There's a song called "Way Too High for This," and Jackson's always our guitarist, is always coming up with these silly ideas, and so he was thinking, what's the highest we can get here, and apparently that was 18,000 feet, and he was trying to get me to do it for like a year, and I think it got closer and closer in time, like we were running out of time to do it. And I couldn't deny that was the best way to market the tour. And that's what made me jump out of the plane. I was like,
You want to sell tickets or not?
Just kick you out the door.
Or the tour's gonna get canceled.
but I was so nervous. I was like watching all these videos and looking up statistics. And I was like, well, because people were saying like, all right, well, you got a pretty good chance of surviving this, because it's your first time and
Tandemed.
But when I'm going up in the plane, I realize I'm strapped to a guy and it's not his first time at all. Like he's
He's just
his
doing
odds,
it constantly.
Yeah, his odds. Do his odds become my odds, or do my odds become his odds? I started thinking about it. I'm like getting real nervous, and he's like, they have all these like clips and stuff, and he's clipping one. And I'm like, you missed one, and he's like, do you want to do it? He's like this like French guy. He's like, you can do it. And I'm like, no, I want. I do what? He's just messing with me the whole time, and then he's like, you keep. Because, like, there's a sliding door, and I guess I was, like, leaning into the wall, and he's like, you're going to have to go out the door. You don't have to push me into the wall like this. And because I was the last one in, being a little chicken shit, didn't realize that I would be the first one out.
Oh,
Yep.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do it again.
See, I watched an 82-year-old jump before me, and I'm like, God damn, I can't be a little bitch now.
Did your friend almost like...
Ormsby,
it went bad, right?
Yeah, he was like one
almost
of the
went
last
bad.
ones out, and like the way his instructor was telling him he was jumping out was like a pencil dive out of the plane. I'm like, oh wow, that's really cool. I would love to do that. So I got a little jealous. I land first. He comes down behind me, and he's like, bullshitting with the instructor. And I go, what were you guys talking about? He goes, bro, I'll tell you in a minute. long story short, like his first parachute didn't open, so they had to open the reserve, and obviously they landed. But the guy who was going to him, he goes, "Now you know it's like the base jump." So he's like, "Wait, I almost just died." He's like, "Yeah."
Imagine the first, yeah.
Well, so on the way home, Jackson goes, "Now that we're here and we've made it through, I didn't want to say anything on the way here, but I was looking and someone had just died at this place like a year ago."
Oh my god.
Thing just didn't.
Now that you did it already.
And when we were going up, the guy who I was strapped to was telling his buddy that the previous jump that he had just did before mine was the worst one that he's ever had.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
If it makes you feel better, the place I went to had the most deaths in New Jersey, so
Yeah, I just
it's a Jersey thing.
imagine they didn't record it. They're like, we gotta do it again, guys.
yeah.
The battery died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so the things that we would do for promo, I
Yeah.
think I'm not. They want me to swim with sharks.
I was literally about to ask, would you go in with sharks?
No,
What about a cage? Like if they put you in a cage?
that's what
Yeah.
they
That's what they
wanted to
wanted.
do.
That's the
but
next one I want to do.
I don't know.
I'm good.
That's kind of how I feel out of jumping out of the plane. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to do.
We could
this.
just put some money in Facebook ads.
Yeah, like Jackson surfs a lot. I go only when I just muster up the balls to ignore the fact that there are sharks in there, and I look like very much so like a seal in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
If I was a shark, I'd be coming after me. This guy's slow, it's chunky, it's a good meal.
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, like, even me, like, back in the day, I used to surf too, and I never thought about it. My friend goes, you don't get, like, scared, like, when you go swim out there and you can't see, like, what's underneath you in the water? I was like, you know what? I never thought about that until you said that, and then I couldn't go after that, because that's all I
My
was
dad would show
thinking
me a
about.
drone shot of like in Point Pleasant, where there was
Yeah.
just like people out in the water and then like sharks, whole like
Oh, my God.
Have you ever been
100
snorkeling?
sharks.
Snorkeling? Long time ago, yeah.
So I went recently, and just that blew my mind. Is like there's so much stuff happening under there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's
Yeah.
a lot, and then
It's a
and
whole
most
world.
most of it is kind of not like that. Kind of helped with the shark thing because I was like, I mean, I didn't see any, but just knowing like you're there, they're doing their thing as long as you're not bothering them. But some of them, there's like a barracuda just like kind of staring me down, just not move. Everything else is moving, you got your
Yeah.
Nemos and all that stuff. But then this one barracuda's like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't want to swim past you. Why are you giving me the stink eye? Can you just turn around? He wouldn't budge.
Especially in Florida,
sitting
too.
there with
You
the
guys get, like,
overbites.
a lot. They're like
This was in,
alligators. And
this
like,
was in Jamaica.
oh, in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Florida, the alligators eat, or like alligators or crocodiles.
Alligators.
Alligators.
Yeah, and you definitely can't see shit.
They
in
just
that
eat
water.
children.
I heard about the one in Disney, right? Like,
Yeah.
right by the hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we went for our honeymoon, and my wife was telling me, she's like, yeah, there was a alligator
Happened to
here
a
just ate a
kid.
child.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
the dad went to go swim, but the alligator like took her down. Like,
Yeah. It's a rough
So
way
quick.
to go. That's
Yeah.
a rough way to go.
That definitely
That
a
probably-
terrible
probably not
for
the
a
same
kid, that
thing,
sucks.
But
yeah.
you kind of know you don't walk your small dog
Mm-hmm.
at the edge of a lake. I think I seen one like
That's
an
crazy.
old
It's
lady
quick
got,
like
got
that.
too.
Well, we got hawks here that'll eat your small dog. So
Yeah.
you got to be careful about that.
Well, at least with the
Hawks and owls.
barracuda, if you don't have anything shiny on you, it's not coming after you.
I guess. I mean, he looked really put off. But I kind of like, you're in there and you're kind of, at least for me, I'm like, dude, is this like a normal thing for the fish? What do they think I am? Am I just a big fish to them? Or a lot of the fish seem unbothered. I was like, I got in this little current and it was like, they were like, come on, Greg, let's go. They like go a little bit, look back. All right, yeah, let's go. No, well, because we travel all over the country, so I guess like
You did the Pokemon Go thing?
serious advantage on Pokemon
Oh,
Go.
they're Pokemon
yeah.
Go heads.
And then every
Those
now and then,
people.
like when we get a new person on the bus or something, like a new crew member, we play Pokemon Smash or Pass.
What does that mean?
Would you? Smash or pass.
Pokemon?
Jigglypuff right now, let's go.
Some of them were made for that. You could just tell.
Oh my god, the one giant
I'm
tongue.
not gonna agree with that statement, but
Come on, you're married. It's fine.
I'm not saying anything
Smash or
about
pass.
Smash.
Pokemon. I don't even play Pokemon, and I'll play Smash or pass. Pokemon.
Yeah.
What was your Smash Pokemon? Do you remember?
I have no idea what the names
Okay.
are. That's why I don't play the game. Hearing a grown man say those names sometimes.
Squirtle.
Not squirrels.
I can't wait for you to touch my Jigglypuff.
Way,
There's like
there's way
they get-
worse
they
names
get
than
like,
Squirtle.
I don't know.
I do want those
I can't
cars though that cost like
pronounce
thousands of dollars.
Yo, my mom
Actually,
threw
I've
mine
seen
out.
that
I'm
are
so pissed
pretty
about that.
expensive. My friend used to, when he started a channel, he used to open packs. So I would just
Oh, the
buy
boosters?
buy the packs and he'd open them, and I got a bunch of valuable ones. He's supposed to
Yeah.
sell them for me. That was like 3 years ago. I was trying to get like one that was worth like 10 grand so I could buy a fence for my house.
Mm-hmm.
I never got that fence.
It just blows my mind. You're like,
Still no
here's
fence.
a card.
Pokemon gods did you wrong.
Here's also a card, except this one does this. It's like, nah, they're both just sitting there.
They're both cards.
Doesn't do
Wow.
anything.
It's
all
not.
in
That's
your
not what
head.
makes it valuable. Is that there's only this many of this card. There's only 100 of these, and there's 10,000 of these.
Yeah,
That's what makes it valuable.
Yeah, like when they go through those cars and they do like first edition, they're like, does this picture have like a gradient in the background? If it
and
doesn't have a
they
gradient,
grade
it costs like
based on the
thousands.
quality. And it was actually funny that we were talking about Logan Paul before because he was doing Pokemon card collecting and he was opening packs on his YouTube channel, and then the price of Pokemon cards were skyrocketing because he bought it into the mainstream.
That's
So
true.
He
Yeah.
is like a trendsetter, and like he kind of controls what's mainstream for a lot.
And he was wearing that like
lot of
around
pop
his
culture.
neck, right?
Yeah,
Like
the Charizard, yeah.
Like,
Did it
made
end up
into a
being
neck
fake
one.
though?
Oh, I don't know.
No, he did have a real one, but he did end up getting ripped off, and like that's why he stopped collecting Pokemon
Okay.
cards because he got ripped off by somebody.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Ruined his dream of catching them all.
Tough luck, pal. You put your
I'll just open up a sports drink. It's fine.
Anything has value if people say that it does.
I like I said, he's doing better than me.
He is doing better than
I should
all of
have
us.
invested my time into.
Beanie Babies.
Pokemon cards, Beanie Babies.
Dude, I have so many Beanie Babies.
That's what it feels like to me.
They're not. They're not worth what
Yeah.
you think they're worth. Trust me, I have a ton of them.
I know.
I
I
used to
had
light them things on fire and
my
throw them at
dad
cars.
just like it was like all like in
I
this
still
like
have
garbage
all
bag. My dad just threw it out
I
because he
still
thought it was
have all mine.
garbage.
I just use them to like decorate my house. Like I'll put the Christmas ones out around Christmas.
Yeah.
I have some bunnies out.
I
'cause
feel
it's
like it was
Easter.
like Pokemon cards, Beanie Babies, Troll Dolls, and
Furbies.
Pogs.
Pogs, yes.
Pogs, I remember
Pokemon
Pogs,
cards was
yeah.
the one that like if you hung on to those, you were set.
I remember Pogs like in those big like plastic.
Yeah, the
sleeves.
plastic tubes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You like the neighbor kid would come over, and he just like got some from a garage sale or something. He pulled
Yeah.
out this big old gold slammer. You're like, I'm not playing.
Get out of my
That's
house.
not even fair. That's not even fair. Get out of here.
I do remember that. Yeah, the plastic
Yep.
slammers. Yeah, I
No,
remember.
This would be like
It's like a hockey
solid
puck.
gold. Yeah, yeah. It's like, that's not. You can't do that, dude. Why don't you just
Yeah.
take it all right now?
Is that slammer regulation size or what?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Do you remember the Beyblades?
Yeah, only because I didn't remember them. My son got into them for a little bit.
They're still popular with kids now.
Yeah.
Still do Blades. You like rip it and it like spins.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah, the
right.
little tops. They were like
Wait,
top, battle
do you
tops.
remember yo-yos?
Crossfire, I thought was like
Crossfire? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys
that was a
remember
good one.
yo-yos
I
back
got
in the
one
day,
right
like the
now.
Dunkin'
Yeah,
and like
yo-yos.
the
You remember
Imperial?
yo-yos? They're still a thing.
Yo-yos
They're
are
still a
from, like,
thing.
1950s.
You like no, but I'm saying the ones you do the tricks with,
Walk
like
the
you
dog.
like walk
Tricks
the
with
dog.
Yeah, those were popular. Yeah, but there was the double ones. Like I remember.
Yeah, like the
We were in
Imperial
elementary
ones.
Yeah, I know which
When
one you're
you-
talking
When you
about.
flick it all the way down, it'll
Yeah.
still spin, and then you can bring it
Fortunate
back up.
Youth got a bunch of yo-yos and had them on tour, and so they got me into it. And I like came across one at a truck stop, so I had to.
Really?
I had to do it.
What was
yeah.
That'd be
that?
a
What was
cool
the
piece of
brand
merch.
name? What was the brand
Yeah.
name? A yo-yo?
GKM yo-yos.
Well, bringing back the nostalgic
Dunkin'.
toys.
It's
Dunkin'. Yep, that's what it was. Dunkin'.
they were
Yeah.
Dunkin' yo-yos.
And they had like
you could do,
Dragonfire.
I got the butterfly one. It looks like a little tire. It's in my backpack.
Walk the
I don't
dog
get
and
it.
then cradle, like where you like put like a
Yeah.
triangle and you.
I didn't get into that because I wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
So.
The best hack I think I ever did was bringing the yo-yo to Universal Studios.
really.
It's something to do when you're in line.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's true.
Touche.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's like, Is that a yo-yo? This motherfucker. I want to play with that, but that's weird to ask somebody to play with a yo-yo.
Damn, I'm jealous as hell.
Dude, nice. I used to do this and this. I had a donkey. Yeah.
Yo, can I see that real quick?
Yeah. Let me show you. You know how to do this one? You know how to do this one?
Around the world, bitches.
I can't really. I'm still working on it, but
Yeah, I just remember those.
it's still a thing. Still a thing.
Tamagotchis.
Digimon.
Digimon, yeah.
I love Digimon. I jumped on the Digimon train over Pokemon for a while, and I sold all my Pokemon cards. Otherwise, I'd probably be a millionaire.
Is Digimon like made in America, or is that also Asian too?
It's all Japanese.
Oh, it's all
anime.
Japanese.
It's actually funny because it came first in Japan was Digimon.
It did.
And people always said it was a Pokemon ripoff, but Digimon was actually first in Japan. Just Pokemon came to America first. But obviously, Pokemon is king. Like Digimon is still relevant.
Yeah,
but it's
Pokemon
is king.
That was part of my Saturday morning cartoon freaking binge.
Digimon. I don't know if that's
Digimon,
what
digital monsters.
It was cool. I liked Digimon. That was my
Dude,
shit.
Ninja Turtles, man. That was my jam back in
That
the
was my
day.
brother's shit. He loved that. Thundercats.
I might have had a small crush on April O'Neil.
Yeah,
How can
We
you
all
not?
did.
Yeah, how can you not?
Greg.
I just like the old cartoons, like the art in it. It's pretty cool. Like the drawings on there. It's so different from now.
Freaking love the old video games, Turtles in
Oh,
Time.
dude, Turtles in Time.
I have that. I have the cartridge actually. It's extremely valuable.
I bet it is.
Maybe you'll be rich after all.
It's like worth like $50.
There's your fence.
So it's like valuable for
It's
a
getting
Nintendo
there.
cartridge, but
Yeah. Power Rangers was another one.
Power Rangers was my shit. Kindergarten. That was my graduation gift for preschool. Bunch of Power Rangers toys.
Yeah.
My
R.I.P.
mom
Jason
stood in
David
line
Frank.
for hours.
Yeah, my mom too. She got me the big
Yeah.
Red Ranger. Like
Those were the days
Things
when
like
moms
that
could
big.
just stand in line and get
Yeah.
toys.
back when KB
Now
Toys
moms
was
just
around.
order them off Amazon.
Yeah.
So much
KB
easier.
toys.
Now they're always just have everything in
Our
stock
moms
all
were
the time.
warriors, you know.
Yeah.
They really put it all out there for the
Can we
team.
talk about how Spencer's is keeping malls alive?
Dude, I know. How are they still open?
It's
Literally.
all they gotta own the whole mall or something.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere you go,
to a lot
too.
of malls.
Everywhere you go.
So the Bayville Park at Planet Fitness is for some reason
Nice.
quite a few in malls, but then there's nothing.
That's weird.
No, it's
Bizarre.
ghost town. It's like you get the food court, you get Spencer's, maybe a Foot Locker, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's
Spencer.
a ghost town.
So it's the opposite in Jersey. It's like our malls are relatively popping.
Yeah.
The Spencer's by us
Yeah.
got bigger. It
It
was
did.
small and then it got bigger.
Well, I think our malls
yeah,
just
'cause
in
they
general.
knocked out-
are
Yeah,
popping
they got
off.
the-
I went to the Rockaway Mall not too long ago.
That's
Like,
my
yeah.
main mall.
yeah, I'm like, what's going on here?
So I
What
have
is it, the
Rockaway
90s?
Mall, which I like that because it's not as crowded. But like Garden State, Willowbrook, American Dream is a madhouse.
I never
I've
been
never
yet.
It's
been.
impossible to get in there.
Really?
I tried to go in, and just getting in parking is so impossible. I was like, we're just gonna leave.
It's like you're going to a Giants game.
yeah, I felt
Go
like
to the
I felt like I was
mall.
going to a Giants game. I was like, I don't need to do this
Tailgating at the mall.
to go to the mall.
It's pre-game.
But yeah, malls
then
are still really popular here. But we're also have such big population density
Yeah.
that probably like if you're out in Oklahoma or like
There's
probably not a lot of people.
pretty desolate. Is that the word?
Desolate, yeah.
Yeah, it's desolate malls everywhere. It's real sad.
I used to watch these videos on YouTube where people go into abandoned
You
malls.
see the Back to the Future mall?
That's how it
Like
feels.
how dead it is
Yeah.
now? The one that was in Back to the Future, the first one?
Where is that?
I'm not sure. I watched like I don't know, I was watching a documentary, it was just like on TV, and then it came to the Back to the Future mall, and they had the I think it was called Twin Peaks Mall, but it's not the real name of the mall. It was just in the movie.
Is that the name of the
Yeah.
restaurant?
And they kept, yeah, it's Twin something or Twin, I forget, but the sign is in the mall. It's just roped off, but then there's like no stores open inside.
That's wild.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't experience that here. Like
No,
our
yeah.
malls are our malls thrive in this state. It's a Jersey
I don't
thing.
believe it.
Yeah, I mean, tell them.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
We'll
you
see you at the mall.
Listen, you'll be back. You have to check one out.
Our next episode is coming from the mall.
You know, back in the day, there was Wayne Hills Mall by us. It
Yeah.
was a smaller mall, and they towards the end when it was
Damn
kind of
sure.
like getting like abandoned a bit, like stores were
Sam
pulling
Goody.
out. There was remember back in the day, fountains used to be big in the
Yeah.
malls, and you throw coins in. they got rid of the fountain in the big part of the mall, and they put a stage, and they would have bands play for like a good year.
Didn't the
and a
Jonas
half.
Brothers start by doing? I think your sister
Willowbrook.
told me about that.
Yeah,
The
Willowbrook.
Jonas Brothers got their start by playing in the malls.
Yeah, that was even like in the 80s with
She
like
was
Tiffany.
You guys gotta play in the
Yeah.
mall. I was like, Kate, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. They did a little mini it wasn't Warped Tour, but it was like kind of like a Warped Tour
Mall tour.
at Willowbrook in the parking lot. I remember Starting Line was headlining it, and they had like a
Oh, that's
dirt
dope.
biking ramp.
What?
I was like, "What is this?" And it was just everyone from Wayne and Willowbrook Mall watching like these.
They do like at the Rockaway Mall. They'll have like a circus. And
Yeah, I've
shit.
seen that.
Like they bring shit to malls.
Let's bring it back.
Well,
guys.
Garden State has that too. They do the circus all the time.
They
Yeah,
got plenty.
I mean, if the
Yeah.
malls are closing
Empty
down, maybe
space.
they'll be open to do it again. Maybe no one's just approached them.
Maybe we'll
for
have
it.
Mall Fest.
But
Yeah.
there's
Company
always the
Bayville
same
Fest.
type of stores. Like I feel like
Yeah,
Nordstrom
Yeah.
Rack.
You're gonna get Zoomies, you're gonna get Vans, you're gonna get Spencer's, you're gonna get Hot
Tilly's.
Topic,
Yeah.
Tilly's.
Burlington Coat
you're naming
Factory.
all the stores that I only go to a mall for.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they don't
I'm not gonna
exist
go into the
outside of a
jewelry
mall.
store.
yeah. Hasburg Diamonds. Let me get that one and that
Yeah.
one.
K
You're
Jeweler.
getting overcharged for the
The guy
jewelry.
like
Yeah.
at the counter like won't get out of his seat because he knows this guy ain't buying.
Yeah,
not buying
exactly.
anything.
What do you want?
Hurry up and buy.
Yeah, those stores are only in the malls.
Yeah, I think I only go to the mall really like if I need something that day, or if I'm going out that night, or if I just want to go to the food court.
See, I like to go like if we have like a photo shoot or we're doing a video, like
Yeah.
I'll just go, let's go get outfits. Like I need to get
You
a
should
new
do a
outfit.
photo shoot at the mall. Maybe that
Facts.
will start opening for
Yeah.
shows at the mall.
Nobody will kick you out.
Yeah, start like the
That's
mall
not
scene.
true. So when I was in high school, we filmed a movie at the mall.
Well,
And,
in high school,
we
malls
got-
were popping.
Paul Blart came on in his Segway.
Yeah, we got kicked out by a mall car.
Remember
I
when malls
had
were so popping they needed Segway
Yeah.
people?
I had like a really big stick, and we're walking around the mall. He's like, 4 guys and a really big stick. What am I supposed to think? He just kicked us out of the mall. I was like, I'm using it to walk. I have a limp.
Yeah.
He like took the stick.
Oh my god.
Get
Yeah.
to walking.
Yeah, okay.
I'm walking here. That's a Jersey thing, right?
That's a New York thing, but
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah, the mall might be that could open doors in Jersey because Jersey's scene used to be huge. Like you were talking about Jimmy Eat World and those bands, they used to play in our town, like the Firehouse, because they were all from Jersey. Like Saves the Day,
Found Glory.
yeah, Newfound Glory.
So many.
They used to be a
of those
local
bands
band, and they used to have a firehouse in the town we're from in Wayne, and a lot of those bands came from like playing there.
When you say firehouse, are you talking about the?
It's like a legit
Like an
firehouse.
actual firehouse.
Not the sub.
No.
They would close it down for the night and pull out the trucks for shows. And if there was a fire, like you were shit out of luck. But
Yeah,
you got a banger of a show.
yeah. And then we used to do, I don't know.
Only a few people died from like fires that weren't put out.
And VFW halls used to be big back in the day, the local scene here.
Yeah,
Skaters
I would've
World.
played one
They
of
started
those.
doing them in Little Ferry again. Like
Oh, really?
W shows. It's not the same yet, but I
I
think
think I did play one in New Jersey.
Yeah, they used to be huge back in like
I
early
would
2000s.
love to do like a big show at a VFW hall
Yeah.
one day.
The problem is they shut it down because there was a lot of like underage drinking and they couldn't regulate it. So
Yeah, that's a big problem.
They
Yeah,
shut
that
it
makes
down.
sense in the place I played.
yeah,
And there was no AC. 'Cause
yeah.
They like weren't coming there to.
They would just open up the
Yeah,
2 back
yeah.
doors just to
Yeah.
get air and just to ventilate it.
Those are
But
the best shows where there's no AC.
yeah,
People are passing out
Yes.
everywhere.
yeah. That's like kind of like Warped Tour. You would just be in the sun all day. Everyone's just like sweating.
That's
all
guys
over the
now like
place.
just playing a New York City club. Like you
Yeah.
play this place Red Lion, and it's like packed to the brim, and it's so hot. It feels like you're in a basement.
The
It
one
smells
that
like you're in a
the
basement.
one I would say in Jersey that stuck to its roots from even like back in like the early 2000s is Meat Locker. That place
But
has
that
not
place
changed.
is closed and opened up so many times,
Yeah.
and now there's red carpet everywhere.
Oh, is it really?
They carpeted it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
smart.
see
Maybe.
that. But back in the day,
What?
you would get big band like Finch played there.
Yeah,
you know?
Front Bottoms played there.
Yeah.
Like their last before they blew up. Their last Jersey show
Mhm.
was at the Meat Locker. There's like
Yeah.
there's an article. You can probably Google it.
Yeah,
That was like the last big show they did there before they just exploded.
yeah. Got to get more venues around North Jersey for sure. There's a lot in Asbury, obviously. They like.
I like what they did with Wilmot.
Wilmot's
Yeah,
nice,
Wilmot's
yeah.
real.
They
big.
finally started bringing like bands in there.
Yeah.
Before they didn't have like a lot of bands.
Well,
Now
they,
they have
they would get a lot of good tribute bands and cover
Yeah,
bands
but now
that
they
drew
have
out big
actual-
crowds.
I just
Yeah.
saw freaking Les
Midtown
Claypool
was
there.
there.
Yeah, I saw Cody and Cambria there.
Did you?
Yeah, so it was funny. It was actually I had tickets to go see Cody and Cambria, and my brother and sister also got me tickets to see Derek Jeter's last game.
Oh,
that's
Stadium.
awesome.
So I didn't want to miss Cody. And
Smart.
one of my best friends is a huge Derek Jeter fan.
Derek,
So
you want to come to Cody and Cambria?
I gave him my Derek Jeter ticket, and Derek Jeter hits a walk-off RBI single at his last at
end his
the
career.
Stadium.
Good eye sniper.
Yeah, I mean, I got to see Cody.
You shoot, I run the wide street.
Yeah, I'll always look back and then be like, well, at least I gave my friend the chance to see his favorite player. It's not
Yeah,
like it was A-Rod's last game, so
yeah, that's true. Yeah, when Jeter retired, that was like commercials.
it was
upon
legendary. It
Commercials,
was
yeah.
legendary, and the way he went out was like,
Yeah.
I could have been there. My whole family was there except me.
Could have got a gift basket from him.
But I
And
got-
that sense of FOMO is what you'll have if you're not
At Bayville.
Bayville Fest.
I heard Derek Jeter's coming. He lives in Greenwood Lake or has a house in
Oh, you
Greenwood
even got
Lake.
the schedule printed.
He
out
sold
here.
that.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
he
all
sold-
the-
never
just
mind,
kinda
guys, he sold it, but he's still
reveal
gonna be
the
at
schedule
Bayville.
because that hasn't been announced yet, Greg.
Oh,
So unless you get a handout from us on the street, which we will be at AC Beer Fest,
Yeah.
handing out flyers.
What hasn't been announced yet, you
the
said?
back of the flyer.
Oh, the back.
Don't show
Yeah.
it. Don't show
Oh.
it. It's a top secret.
I don't think they could see it from that far
Top
away.
secret. All right.
I'm curious.
Wait a minute.
This is too early for my blood.
9 p.m.
What's too early for your blood?
Start time.
What's this about?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's perfect.
I'll talk to you about it off camera.
Okay. Good
All right, guys.
thing I looked.
All right, guys. Anything else? Bayville Fest.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
for it.
All right, guys. So, yeah, buy your tickets now, guys. Bayville Fest, guys. Bayville Fest. Tropidelics, The Expendables, Kash'd Out, Pacifier, Green Knuckle Material, Coaster Dills, DJ Head Trip, Bunktown Falls, Turtle Logic, and Surf Haven, guys. All right, guys. We have GA still available,
It's
pre-sale.
still available. We're doing well with ticket
Yep.
sales so far. But we do have plenty of VIP left.
Plenty of VIP,
They're not
guys.
sold out yet.
Yep.
But, it likely will. We sold out last year. And they do move pretty fast.
Yeah.
The most important person is you.
Yeah.
Or you.
We need you there for the fun, guys.
And
It's-
Kevin is also
yeah.
the most important.
Us too, guys.
So it's you and you and him.
And me.
And all of your friends.
Yeah. And yeah, so buy tickets now at www.eventbrite.com. Search Bayville Fest. You can buy tickets there, pre-sale, guys, and VIP. And VIP comes with what again?
You get access to an in-ground swimming pool. There should be a VIP bar in the in-ground swimming pool area. VIP parking, limited, so you first come, first serve on the VIP parking, but there is quite a bit of it. And you get access to a VIP gate, so expedited entry.
Right.
Plus a t-shirt and a little bit of a swag bag.
Yeah. We will have.
Swagged,
Yeah.
potentially to be added.
Yep. Get it together. And then also, Verse will be doing interviews there as well at Bayville Fest. So, guys, catch that as well. And, yeah. If you guys anything else?
Keep an eye out for these bangers that we're writing. Green Knuckle Material.
Yeah. I'm excited for
I think
that.
we're going to release one
Beforehand?
before Bayville Fest.
How before? In May? April?
Probably end of May.
End of May? Okay,
So
cool.
probably like after this has already come out.
Nice. Yeah, and we will...
No, not after this has already
yeah.
come out. Because this is March.
Yeah, this is March.
No, this is
April. Yeah, I'm getting my days confused too.
I'm getting my life confused.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think end of May is when we're planning on releasing one.
Yeah.
Don't be sleeping on it.
Yeah, but by the time you guys see this, we've already done AC Beer Fest. But for everyone that got flyers, guys, definitely move quick on the purchases. And thank you guys again for viewing the Verse Podcast. We will see you in a couple of weeks. And like and subscribe as always, guys.
If you're not in
Greg.
New Jersey, I'll be on tour.
Yeah, you want to shout that out?
Northeast ish.
Somewhere. Check
Yeah,
their
up
website.
and down the
'cause
East
He's
Coast.
not going to give you the dates right.
You want to
this
shout
second.
out Instagram and website?
We're on Kash'd Out Music is our Instagram handle. You can get your tickets at kashdout.com. That's KASHDOUT.com. That's all I got.
All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, Greg. And thank you so much, Dan. We will see you guys at Bayville Fest. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you guys again. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Peace. Peace.